It's Robert Minton State Bushcraft. Well, we're finally out here in the woods. Mike and I, he's over there. He's using a splitting maul, an old splitting maul to dig out a nice fire pit. And I'm going to limb a tree here so I can make space for my hammock. After camp set up, I'll get back to you. Stay with me. We've got our camp set up pretty good for the night. We're only going to be here overnight. I think I might have went a little overkill. I got the hammock set up and everything. It's going to be a real comfy setup. So what I want to do now is I'm going to get behind the camera and I'm going to pan the camp and I'm going to show you a few things. It's real basic, but it ought to be good for tonight. Stay with me. So over here we got Mike's set up. He did a pretty good job. Like I said, there's no threat of rain tonight. He just threw this up real quick. It should be good. He's got everything he needs. It's pretty warm out tonight too. Alright, so here's a little wider look of his hooch. Be alright. We are in bear country. You'll notice that we have protection over there. Don't get freaked out. We need that. We don't want to become bear tacos. So now over here we have mine. And pretty simple setup. My High Hopes hammock, my Climate sleeping pad in there, and my bivy bag is in there in case I need it. I may not get too cold tonight, but you never know. Okay, so now you've seen the camp set up, and you know we're starting to get a little bit hungry. It's that time of day where you know your stomach starts growling and everything. So Mike is going to demonstrate how to start a ferro rod fire for the first time. He's kind of green at it. He's got one of the Midwest Woodcraft ferro rods and one of the RHG custom knife strikers that I made for him and that he won in a giveaway. So we're going to be patient with good old Mike over there, and we're going to watch him start a fire. Alright Mike, tell us what you're going to do.
I'm going to attempt to make a fire with a ferro rod.
Alright, let's go. There you go. Now start feeding it your fuel. Alright, breathe some life into that. Get that burning good. There you go. Feed it. Alright, let it start catching that stuff. Grab your whole bundle right there. To the left of you. There you go. Feed it in there slow. Not one at a time, in the bundle. Go ahead, it'll burn. Oh. Alright, now breathe. You're good. It'll go, it's just that. It rained up here like it rained over by me yesterday?
No, we got a little sprinkle.
Okay. So how you think you did there, Mike?
Not too bad. First time in a long time I've made a fire with one of those, so.
You might do that better than me. All right, guys.
A lot of things better than you.
Yeah, okay. We're going to go ahead and we're going to start getting firewood, and then we're going to cook some dinner here in a little while. So we'll be back shortly. Thanks, sir.
Yep, yep.
Take a lot out of you. How much should we want?
Shouldn't need a whole lot.
Probably not.
So we'll keep it fed with small stuff until we get ready to lay it down.
Well, I'm probably going to split these two, so like I said, we're probably going to let that die down to coals. Get a good bed of coals and then we'll cook our dinner.
One more probably be good enough then.
Alright. Now we're going to split it up smaller.
Yep.
Plus we have stuff that we can actually just break.
Yeah, I was going to say if I got to get stuff later, I can just pick up off the ground.
First I got to be cutting right through a knot, right?
Mm-hmm. proud of myself on how quick that started.
Yeah.
Go ahead and feed some of these on there for the coals.
Yep. Kind of smoky fire.
A little bit. That'll keep the skeeters away, maybe.
Maybe.
Well, we both thought ahead and brought bug spray, so if it doesn't.
Yes. I didn't know it was going to be. I worry about ticks. You know.
That ought to be good for now. Hey Rob, what you eating for dinner?
Spam. Dinner of champions. That's kind of corny, right?
A little bit.
Does this look like a face of concern?
No.
Okay then. Hey Mike, what are you doing over there?
Playing with myself?
Children watch this channel, Mike.
A lot worse comes on regular TV.
So,
What are you doing, Rob?
cutting spam. Want some?
Dinner.
Yet?
Dinner of Campions?
Dinner of champions. I'm gonna fry this up like bacon.
I might put some with my chicken noodle soup.
I have some bacon for tomorrow, but hey, I could have had a steak, but whatever. This was easier.
Mm-hmm.
Want some spam, Mike?
I might eat a piece later on. Break up my cheesy crackers and crumble up with it. Mm-hmm.
Good stuff. Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
Like French fried taters. Mm-hmm.
Oh, I do got some taters I got to cook tonight too.
You do got some taters?
Some little bitty taters.
Hey, if you couldn't tell, Mike's got a southern accent. He's from Texas. The Lone Star State. Everything's bigger in Texas. Hey, is there chunks of spam bigger in Texas too?
No, that's about universal sized.
All right, Mike. I'm about to cook me some spam. A lot more spam here than what I'm probably going to be able to eat.
Well, I might cook me up some here in a little bit too then.
You know what's really good, Mike?
What's that?
When you chunk this up, throw some eggs in a pan, and you scramble it. Nice spam and egg scramble.
And then you put it on a tortilla with some cheese and a little bit of salsa. And you have a spam breakfast burrito.
Hey, that sounds good. Can you put the spam back in the can?
Never tried.
Well, I just did because I don't want... Oh, see? Already, ants. Look, I'm not sharing with the ants. I'll share with you, but spiders and ants, no.
Yep.
You know, because what'll happen is if they get in the food, I'm just going to fry them up in the fire and eat them too. Extra protein.
But ain't you kind of got to cut down on your protein on the keto diet?
Yeah, now that you mention that, spider might put me over.
Right? Just broke your diet with that little bastard.
Yeah, just a little too much protein put me over. Kicked me out of ketosis. Start gaining weight again. All of a sudden, next video comes out, everybody's gonna say, Rob gained his 35 pounds back. Must be all them spiders he's eating. Ah, camp life.
Gotta love it.
There better be a hummingbird flying around my head.
Probably a horsefly.
It was big, whatever it was.
It was
sounded like
buzzing.
a Cessna.
He was buzzing around me for a second. Probably horseflies. Since we've got Allie, we've got them now.
What's that guy on Mountain Men, Marty Mariorato? He's got the bush plane.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was him. Looking for new trapping territory. This stuff's fun. I don't know why everybody takes this so serious, but I kind of like, you know, I mean, yeah, there's a serious side to it and stuff like that, but I think I started taking camping and bushcraft too serious. And I was more interested in trying to be professional and, you know, let's see what we could train people to do and show off skills and stuff like that. But instead, I found myself not having a whole lot of fun at it. And really, man, you should have fun. Crack up, do whatever. I mean, within reason and stuff like that. I go camping with some guys and they're like sticks in the mud. It's like, why do you even bother camping, man? You know? You ever camp with somebody like that?
Unfortunately.
You go camping and they're just such a stick in the mud. It's like, why did you even bother? You're complaining about everything. There's certain people that I can't camp with because if they don't have like a TV, you know,
Radio.
a radio or a generator and stuff like that, and it's like, are you kidding me? It's like, I can't do that. I can't camp like that. That's not camping to me.
No, I love the sounds of the crickets and the insects and pretty much all of them but the damn skeeters.
We were up at, you know, what we lovingly refer to as Camp Whiskey.
Mm-hmm.
And it was Brianna and Santos, my daughter and her boyfriend. I think it was 2 years ago now. And you've been up there with us when people came in there just to party. And they wrecked the whole thing. You're trying to camp, you're trying to do your thing. And you've got all these people that are coming in there. So, you know, you develop that averse reaction to other campers when you're in an area where people can drive in. So you decide that you're going to start going off grid where other people can't drive to. And that's what I started doing. Getting as far off the beaten path as I possibly can. And if I die, I die. I die happy. You know, bears and stuff. We're in bear country, people, by the way. I don't know, you might see that 12 gauge sitting behind me. And there are bears around here.
Very large pack of coyotes, too.
Yeah, coyotes don't bother me much. And we do have wild boars sporadically through the state of Michigan. I don't know if there are any here, but I can tell you right now, I'm probably a little bit more afraid of hogs than I am black bear. It's not that I'm not afraid of black bear. I'm cautious with all wildlife, but black bear are my least of concern out here. Look at this fire you started, man. What the hell's going on?
I don't know, it's smoking you out, though. I can barely see you.
Hi! Can you see me? Can you see me?
Can't on that side.
Oh, look at that. I'm taking a smoke bath.
Hey,
Spiritual.
smoke follows beauty, don't it?
Spiritual. I'm ready to cook my Spam. Look, man, I'm smoking my Spam. Check it out. See? Smoke Spam. It's smoking. Embrace the sizzle.
Rob, what are you cooking?
Spam.
Hey Rob, what you eating?
Spam. Feels pretty good to get back out in the woods. It's been quite a while. Got a good friend with me and stuff. He just took a walk down the trail. He'll be back. But yeah, we're just sitting around the campfire having some conversation. And you know, that's all it is. Get out here tonight and have a little camp out, have a little fun, have a little conversation, reconnect with nature. Tomorrow, you know, we're gonna wake up and we're gonna start working on the bushcraft camp build. So, you know, we're starting to lose light now. It's probably around 9 o'clock or something, 9 o'clock p.m. So things are gonna settle down here soon. We're gonna go to bed and we're gonna wake up with the crack of dawn and get started on this bushcraft camp build. What are you doing, Mike?
Finally finished gathering rocks for the fire pit.
That's a cute little red wagon you got there.
Long damn haul all the way out here with it too.
Well, that's going to be a mighty nice fire pit now. Now we got to get the fire going.
I got enough coals.
Alright, well, thank you for your trek. Going to get some rocks.
More than welcome, brother.
I thought you went to go take a poop.
I did that too.
Oh, well, that's good.
Kill two birds with one stone, so to speak.
Yeah, there's lots of stones. Now that's a fire. Well, we're losing light, folks, as you can tell. It's pretty dark. Fire's going pretty good. We're just gonna sit around the campfire and turn the camera off, and we're just gonna, you know, catch up. Mike and I haven't been together in, I don't know, it's been a while.
A few months.
But anyway, we're gonna catch up, and we're gonna kick back, have an adult beverage or two, and we will catch back up with you in the morning. And tomorrow we start the bushcraft camp build. So,
And what you want to bet for breakfast? He's eating spam.
spam and eggs, spam and eggs. All right, good night, guys.
Night.
Hey, good morning. We made it through the night. I think Mike got a little bit cold though last night. I think the temperature dropped a little bit more than what we thought it was going to. So I was okay in here. He was on the ground. He really didn't have anything but that tarp to keep the conduction from sucking his heat out. So he's over there taking his morning glory. I'm going to start a fire here and get some coffee going. What are you doing, Mike?
Fixing your paracord.
Nice. So what'd you do last night for the first time, Mike?
Try to make fire with flint and steel.
Try. You did.
No. It went out, so that wasn't successful.
You got a flame.
There.
Thank you.
Merry Christmas.
Oh, yay. So we're going to sit down, have a cup of coffee, and then we're going to take a walk and try to figure out where we're going to put the shelters for the bushcraft camp. So, got a nice pot of coffee going on. Mike doesn't even drink coffee. What's wrong with this guy? I mean, look at this beautiful black coffee. Guy doesn't even like coffee. I made a whole pot of coffee. I'm not going to be able to drink all that by myself. Or I might be tucked behind a tree all day. What are you doing, Mike? Children watch this channel, Mike. Why don't you go over here, or
How
cook
about
some spam for breakfast?
Well, you know, it's funny. I'm not even hungry right now.
I'm not either.
How about I throw you my tinder pouch and you play with the flint and steel?
Alrighty. Right now, I'm separating this jute twine, getting it nice and fluffed out for a bird's nest to try to make a fire with flint and steel.
What do you got there?
Got a piece of flint and some char cloth. Stick the char cloth on here, almost to the edge. My steel striker, let's see if we can get a spark going.
Blow up.
Not that time. Should be able to reuse this.
Let me offer you a little advice. When you get that to catch, the char cloth, get it to smolder a little bit. Blow a little bit on there to get it nice and hot before you stick it in your bird's nest.
Alright.
Straight down like this, Mike. Straight down. You're hitting it at kind of an angle.
Alright.
Easy.
Try a different spot.
Might want to try a different piece of char cloth. Most people give up on this technique because they end up busting their knuckles or they're not very successful with it.
It is a bit of a pain in the butt, but
Yeah, it takes a little bit more
effort.
than striking a match, even striking a ferro rod. Got enough sharp edges on that?
Yeah, if I can just get it to catch the spark.
Want to see another technique? Put your char cloth in your tinder bundle. Take your steel and your flint, find your sharp edge, and try to project sparks down into your tinder bundle. You're lit.
Huh?
Isn't there a spark on there? No.
No.
Okay. Gently, gently. Don't close it up too tight. It's lit. Now put some of the jute twine, make sure that the jute twine is contacting. Try another piece of char cloth. That thing's got holes in it like Swiss cheese. You ever heard the term tinderbox?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. They'd char material, punky wood, cloth, cotton, whatever. And what they would do is they would just open it up, and what they would do is they would take their flint and steel out, and they would shower sparks right into the tinderbox. So then they would pick up the material that was sparked, you know, that had the ember, and they would pick that up and they would put that in their nest to start a fire. So that's another technique you could try if you'd like to. Blow harder. No?
I get it.
When you pick up your nest, Mike, like this in your hand,
Mm-hmm.
okay, make sure that you are making contact. Putting the char cloth in the nest is not enough, okay? You don't want to fold it too tight because then you smother it, but you want to fold it where it's going to make contact with the jute.
Right.
Because once it makes contact with the jute, it should ignite. But what you want to do is you want to blow up through the bottom. You don't want to blow on it, okay? You want to blow up through the bottom. You want to feed it fuel, but you don't want to blow on it. And when that sparks on there, I want you to leave it on there a second, and I want you to breathe some life into it before you put it in your... You got that pretty much beaten up.
Mm-hmm.
Might have to sharpen those edges up on that blunt. There you go. Don't catch your beard on fire. There you go. What do you got to say about that?
Takes a little bit of effort, but yeah, knowing that you can do it and knowing how to do it, if you ever need to know how to do it, yeah.
Good job. So we're going to take this tree out right here because we're going to use this tree as our ridge pole. We're going to start one of the lean-tos right here. But the next lean-to is going to go between this tree and this tree. This tree's an obstruction. So we could take it down, we could use it as a ridge pole. So that's what we're going to do. You might want to watch your... There you go.
Pull out from the bottom.
What's that?
Pull out from the bottom.
Yeah. There you go. Now we got a limit. Situate the camera so it's over that way. How long do we need it?
I don't know. What'd you do what you prepared for? Well, let's see. We'll figure that out real easy. Hold on. Keep limiting it. And I'll tell you how long you need to reach. We'll want it a little bit longer than this one too.
Alright, so we'll go
Up to there, yep.
Can you hand me my saw? It's easier to do this with a saw.
Right.
Gum it. our ridgepole in. Now we just got to go and find some more poles for the wall. So I guess we'll be back. I just want to clarify also, this is private property and we are allowed to take down some trees within reason. So we are taking down a couple of green trees every so often. Obviously we have permission or else we would not be doing it. So don't be alarmed if you see us cutting down perfectly green trees. How much hangover do we want, you think?
Should be good.
Think so?
Yeah.
Put this big one on the end. Let's go. This one's really light. Like really light.
Yeah.
I've got my concerns about that one. I wouldn't worry about, well, the ones on the inside, yeah. The ones on the outside I wouldn't worry about because they'll help us to retain the
Right.
debris when we put the debris on it. Hey Mike,
Yep.
we might reconsider this one here.
That's fine.
You know, I mean, we'll leave it in place for right now, but we're going to reconsider this one here.
I'm sure we can find a use for it.
Yeah, no doubt. All right, so how many more? Probably
At least 5 more for now.
1, 2, 3, 4.
The way I was looking at it is even with this one there's 4.
Right.
Put another 4 in there. 1,
Right.
2, 3, and then 4.
Yeah, I can see that.
And then see what it looks like from there. See if we need to throw in a couple extras after that.
I worry about snow loads and stuff like that.
Yep.
You know what I mean? That's the whole thing. That's why this one really worries me.
Mm-hmm.
Because it gets a good snow load on it. That's probably the weak link.
That and I want to make sure.
Well, that's
Another reason we'll probably put a front support beam up.
That's why this is, you know, you want it slanted. All right, let me grab the axe and saw. Do you want to go to another location?
Yeah, we'll look over in this area.
Here, grab this. So,
I'm thinking kind of leave it. Looks like we said it before.
problem is, you're not really supporting this
True.
here. What we want to do is either we want to cut this here and put it under here for now until we find a good fork, or what. So we will cut it. Hold on a sec. Go ahead and I think that'll be decent for now. We might want to get one with a fork in it.
Right.
Yeah, see, it's coming loose already. Why is that? I thought I cut that. Did we have another one? That was is any one of them taller than this one? Is that clumsy? Or do you think it'll hold that weight? Cut it a little bit higher. I'll cut it a little bit higher this time. You know, the bad thing about all this is that we're using pine. Everything's going to have pine resin on it.
Mm-hmm. Well, for a little bit.
Yeah.
It'll drain out after a couple of months.
Grab this. Lift this up. So right now, that'll work, I think. You know what I mean? So right now. Like I said, we're going to want to find one with a fork in it and then do it that way. So,
We'll need to find two, one for that one also.
yeah. Let's get some hydration in this.
Yep.
All right, Mike, let's go find 3 small saplings for cross beams.
Alright.
On a long little mowing stock. welcome back, Mike. Camera's running.
Huh?
Camera's running. Where'd the power cord go? I'm gonna go ahead and take a closer look at the framing. This one could be a little tighter. Probably could have lashed it a little bit better. Got a long way to go. That concludes part 1 of Bushcraft Camp Build, and we hope that you stick around for the series. We did a lot of silly stuff, joking around and stuff like that, but you know, this is what we're going to be doing. We want to get this done by winter. We have a lot bigger plans. It's not just going to be this. If you guys have any suggestions, leave some suggestions down in the comments. You know, it's going to be our first time building one of these, and you know, we'd like to hear what you have to say about it. One of the other things we're thinking too is there's not a whole lot of hardwood out here, maple, oak, and stuff like that. It's a lot of pine, and there's little oaks and little maples and stuff. We're a little bit leery about building the bed out of pine. So we were talking about and tossing around the idea of finding scrap lumber and bringing that out. How would you guys feel about that? Would you guys flame us and, you know, talk down on the fact that we use regular lumber on the bed, or would you be, you know, consider it and think it's okay? I don't know. What do you think, Mike?
Sooner than that, you never know.
All right, guys. Until next time, get outside.